Hi friends, my name is Chaitanya Patki and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to analyze the second T20 international which took place at the National Stadium in Karachi yesterday between Pakistan and England. Pakistan literally thrashed England in this game by 10 wickets, and if you remember, they did the same to India unfortunately in the last year's T20 World Cup which took place in the UAE. That was the first group game. Excellent batting display by both Rizwan and Babar, and once again showed that if they up the ante and strike rate a little bit more, they are the most destructive and the best opening T20 pair in the world. But they just have to make sure that, like today, the strike rate has to be maintained. Then sky's the limit for both the Pakistani team as well as both of them. First of all, we will look at the toss. A pretty interesting choice by England by batting first, as we know that trend nowadays in most of the T20s is that team winning the toss choose to bowl first. But anyways, England decide to challenge themselves and put up a mammoth total 199 for 5 in their allotted 20 overs. Phil Salt and Alex Hales gave a steady start to England. I wouldn't say that they got off to a flyer. They were struggling a little bit, but it was not that they were all at sea. Both of them played pretty good shots, but they came after a particular interval, so that the run rate never got threatening in the power play for Pakistani bowlers. Phil Salt scored 30, I beg your pardon, of 27 deliveries, which includes a boundary and a six. Alex Hales, after a 50 in the first match, scored 26 of 21 deliveries, which includes 4 boundaries and a solitary 6. Alex Hales was accounted for by Shah Dhani, a wonderful delivery, the ball hitting the middle stump, and quite an extravagant celebration by Shah after his wicket. Phil Salt was bowled by Haris Rauf, and Dhani also got David Malan the very next ball. Malan got out for a Bombay duck. Ben Duckett was very impressive in this innings, I would say. 43 of just 22 deliveries, which includes 7 boundaries, and those boundaries were laced with sweep shots, scoops, reverse sweeps as well. It is very heartening to see that a batsman from SENA countries, that is South Africa, England, New Zealand, and Australia, coming to the subcontinent and scoring runs from sweep shots. As we know that in the 90s, it was looked at it for the Asian cricketers, or the Asian cricket expert judge the foreign cricketers by their ability to play the sweep shot, or it was also said that if there is a spinner in the attack and a batsman from SENA country starts sweeping, we have to make sure, and we have to understand that he has absolutely no idea about how to play spin bowlings, because that was pretty much evident. But that isn't the case with Ben Duckett. Swept wonderfully well, picked up the line of the ball pretty well, and at almost 200 strike rate. So England have found a really good batsman. As we know that Ben Duckett has been around the county circuit for a long time, and unfortunately, in the 2017-18 Ashes series, when he was with the England A side, he just pulled over a drink over Jimmy Anderson, and his career absolutely went haywire from that moment onwards. But it is nice that he has stuck around, scored ample of runs for England A side as well, and in list A cricket as well. He has performed brilliantly well in county cricket, and now he in the T20 Blast as well for his county side, and now he's getting his reward for his consistent play. I think he should continue in the longer format. I don't know when Liam Livingston comes in or Ben Stokes comes in, his place is going to be there or not. But yes, England should stick with him, and it sets up the series for himself pretty nicely this innings. Harry Brooks once again impressed. He impressed in the first game as well, kept his composure in the first game to help England get over the line. 31 of 19 deliveries in this games, 3 massive sixes and a solitary boundary. He was accounted for by Haris Rauf. Once again, he just bowled him. His middle stump went for a toss. But am impressed with Harry Brooks in both of his innings. Looks very good player. Looks very composed, and he was out by trying to reverse sweep Haris Rauf over the wicketkeeper set. So that is an astonishing fact in itself. We know that Haris Rauf bowls 145 plus, so this shot takes guts. Anyways, it didn't come off, but the time he spent at the crease, Harry Brook looked a class act like he is. Moeen Ali scored 55 of 23 deliveries, which includes 4 boundaries boundaries and 4 sixes. Wonderfully well towards the leg side, picked up the length pretty nicely. He went hammer and tongs to Usman Qadir, who unfortunately didn't have a great game. He is not having great games. He's not in the best of forms. But anyway, that doesn't take away credit from Moeen Ali. His bat swing was very great. He's timed the ball pretty brilliantly, and yes, gave the necessary impetus to England to propel their score above 190. 55 of 23 deliveries. He was dropped by Khushdil Shah at deep mid wicket boundary when he was 32 of 14 deliveries. So that must have hurt Pakistan very much. 23 runs were scored by Moeen Ali after that, and most of them in boundaries. So not a good feeling that. And now coming to the Pakistani bowling lineup, Naseem Shah was not picked in this game, and Mohammad Hasnain was drafted in his as his replacement. He had an awful game, no other word to describe it. 4 overs, 51 runs, no wickets. Just he was actually toyed with, and the pace is a, as I said in my previous videos also, that pace is a double-edged sword in T20 cricket. When it is your day, it is your day. When it is not, then you are taken to the cleaners absolutely by anyone. And the pace at which Hasnain bowls, above 145 to 150, so even the miss hits go for 6. That happened a couple of times with Moeen Ali as well. And yes, a lot of improvement is needed for Mohammad Hasnain, especially his line and length. It is of no use that you have great speed, but if you are haywire, then you will be taken to task, as Mohammad Hasnain found out. He hasn't had a great game in the Asia Cup as well, so yes, a lot of thinking to do on his part. Mohammad Nawaz in 4 overs gave away 40 runs, didn't pick up a wicket. Once again, he was very, very, very expensive, and didn't bowl very well. Ben Duckett absolutely smashed him, and he had no ideas how to counter it. But yeah, he took a single wicket of Ben Duckett, but the damage was already being done. Shah Nawaz Dhani in 4 overs gave away 37 runs, once again 9.25 runs per over, and took 2 wickets. But those 2 wickets were the beauties. Clean bowled both Alex Hales and David Malan. Although there is a lot of scope for improvement, his length is improving, and with experience, his tactical thinking will also develop. But what I see now of Shahnawaz Dhani is that he is a potential superstar for Pakistan. Haris Rauf in 4 overs gave away 30 runs and took 2 wickets. Also bowled magnificently well. His speed, as we know, is always a handful on dead subcontinent pitches, especially in places like Pakistan. And he made sure that he didn't went for too many runs, and also took a couple of wickets in the process. So a good outing for him. Usman Qadir, the son of the late great Pakistani leg spinner Abdul Qadir, I think he's not having the best of days. In the Asia Cup also, in couple of chances he got, he didn't impress, and in the first and second T20 as well, didn't gave a good impression of himself. In this match, he gave away 41 runs in 4 overs at 10.25. So Pakistan have to think differently, and I think they should give Qadir a couple of games as well. But they should have another leg spinner in their pipeline, as Shadab Khan wasn't playing in this game. So yes, they need to look at their talent pool in the PSL as far as leg spinners are concerned. Pakistan needing exactly 10 runs per over, 200-run target. Just I would say that they went about their business very professionally, very nicely. They ran between the wickets very well, Mohammad Rizwan and Babar Azam. And one striking aspect is that there was a lot of criticism over Mohammad Rizwan's strike rate. He scored 88 of 51 deliveries in this game, which includes 5 boundaries and 4 massive sixes at a strike rate of 172.55. He proved his naysayers and critics wrong. And I was also saying that after the Asia Cup final, that although Mohammad Rizwan is consistently scoring runs, he's scoring runs at a lesser strike rate, which is ultimately detrimental to Pakistan's chances in winning the match. In this game, he accelerated brilliantly well, took the bowlers on, especially David Willey in the power play, and showed no mercy to Luke Wood as well, who had a fantastic first game. Now Luke Wood knows how international cricket works, that one day it is your day. If it is not, you are in big trouble. I think the length, the English bowlers was pretty leg sideish, which they paid a heavy price as well. David Willey was taken to the cleaners. Either he was too full or too short. He didn't find his length at all. And if you have a batsman like Babar Azam at the other end, who is in fine touch, then you are in big trouble. Azam scored 110 of 66 deliveries, which includes 11 boundaries, played shots all around the wicket. But I was especially impressed with his play towards the leg side. As we know, that cover drive is his signature stroke, and he scores ample of runs on the offside. But there was a visible improvement in this innings towards his leg side play, which was also evident in the one over that Moeen Ali ball. He gave away 21 runs that had 3 sixes that completely shifted the momentum of the match to Pakistan. Before that, England were, I think, in the game, despite the fact that Pakistani batsman had 10 wickets in hand. But that over changed the scenario completely. Couple of sixes from Rizwan and a six from Babar Azam, all in the mid wicket and long on region. So that is where the turning point in this game came. Liam Dawson bowled particularly well for England. In 4 overs, he gave away 26 runs. An excellent bowling figures. If you keep in mind the carnage that these two were employing. Sam Curran in 4 overs gave away 29 runs. Once again, decent figures. Mixed his pace pretty well. Bowled back of length, but he got the zip from the wicket. Luke Wood was expensive, as I said, 4 overs, 49 runs, but he will learn from this experience. And international cricket is like that only. Once you start having such kind of games, then your thinking improves, and all is not easy in international cricket, as Luke would have found out. Adil Rashid also didn't impress at all. Much things were expected from the senior English bowler from England. In 4 overs, he gave away 34 runs, also went wicketless. And Moeen Ali, as I had mentioned few seconds back, one solitary over in which he gave away 21 runs, including 3 sixes. So all in all, a pretty forgettable day for England bowler, but absolute memorable day for Pakistani batsmen Rizwan and Babar Azam. And Babar Azam's strike rate was 166.67. So he accelerated at the right moment, both of them, and they used their feet against the spinners pretty well, and made sure that the asking run rate didn't go above 10 or 11, because we have seen that in the Asia Cup, once Rizwan played slowly, and Babar Azam unfortunately didn't have the best of Asia Cups. The middle order was always under the pump. One disadvantage from such kind of victory is that you don't get to know how your middle order will react to pressure situations, because if wickets fail, then only middle order will come. But anyways, not taking away any credit from both of them, performed brilliantly, and the series is now poised at 1-1. The next T20 is going to take place today, and hopes it is an engrossing contest, and may the best team win. So how did you like my analysis? Please tell in the comment section below, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and press the bell icon for further notifications. We'll meet in the next video. Till then everyone, bye.